Good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Today is Wednesday, and it is build day 84. Yes, build day 84 at the construction schedule out at Villa Feliz. And today, I think we're going to be doing a lot more concrete hollow block walls for the basement. But I recommend, and this is what I did last night, that as you're going through different parts of your build phase, that you constantly review your drawings, your architectural drawings of your house, because we are approaching points where we need to put water bibs, that's the little water spigots, on some of the walls on the outside of the house. And these are things that are easily forgotten, and then later on they can put it in, but they will have to cut holes and do chipping and chiseling and stuff like that. But if you actually put it inside the concrete hollow block while you're doing the wall construction, good morning, Jeff. While you're doing it will be a much more secure and less chance of cracks inside your wall later on. So I want to talk with my builder about that today. Other than that, I think they're going to continue to pull some of the formwork down inside the basement, clean that area up, make it more open. And I think those are probably the two priorities today. When they get the basement area cleared out, I think that team is going to go back and start working on the cistern again. We need to get that cistern completed so we can start running some of the piping to it in preparation for the rainy season. So I want to get out to the job site. Of course, don't forget that at 11 o'clock this morning we have that meeting at the clubhouse with regards to the day-to-day operations and the future, what's going on inside the development. And I will let you know that when I get some information from that meeting as well. So anyway, without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Morning, Gabby. Morning, Michelle.
Good morning.
How are
you?
I am fine. How are you today? Where's your husband?
The market.
At the market?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Buy some stuff.
Oh, he told me he gets, what does he get on Wednesdays? There's something he gets on Wednesday. What's the big thing? Oh,
Egg.
You get the eggs.
We will,
The big eggs.
yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Good morning. Magandang umaga. How are you today?
Fine.
Where is Lola Janet?
In the house.
In the house?
Eating.
Oh, she's eating. What are you cooking tonight?
Beacon Express.
What?
Pork with coconut milk, little bit spicy.
A little bit
And
spicy?
chicken adobo.
And chicken adobo.
Pork with a little bit.
The one with the spicy stuff? Yeah. Let me try one of those. I'll try one of those. I'll add those, and I have salad at the house. I need to finish up. I think maybe 2 more days and it will go bad. So I'll have salad and
Pork.
the pork. Okay. Hi, Tess. See you later on. Wow, it was a very quiet morning this morning walking through town. That's so odd. Yesterday everybody was working in the fields, and you would think it'd be more than one day that people would be working in the fields, but there's nobody here today. And did you also notice how quiet it was? Well, you did notice how quiet it was. That's why I didn't take any video really going through the town today. I don't know if there's something going on today or if just the timing. It was a coincidence. I walked through town and nothing was going on. So you remember the vulcanizing shop where they do the repairs of the tires that they have here, but they also do welding repairs. So my friend over here, this is his tricycle, and on his tricycle he actually has a broken one of the bars. I don't know if you can see it on here. One of the bars here, this is broken. So what they do is they have a welding machine over here, and they do the welding and they do the repair. So they fix everything on the trikes and the bicycles and things like that. But they have to weld that because It's a safety thing, and you don't want your passenger to fall off while you're riding down the road. So they do that here if you have to get any repairs. Anyway, something really neat about the subdivision here is if you have like your water bill, your local water bill from inside the subdivision, you don't have to go into town like I have to do for my water bill at my apartment. You can actually come right here. This is the admin office is right over here, and you just bring in your bill that you have inside there, and you can pay up in the front right here. Okay, well, they were rocking and rolling once I got here this morning on site. And anytime they do concrete, again, I like to be there when they do any type of concrete pour. And that was the floor for the CR, for the bathroom that's inside the basement. And I wanted to make sure, because my builder is usually the one who's sitting there with the bamboo stick, and you want to make sure that you have good rock and cement, the mixture covered underneath the rebar. And if one person isn't doing that and they just pour it over the top, you'll get gaps, and you won't have the strength that you will if you actually spread the even mix underneath all the rebar. So that's what I wanted to be there this morning for. So they are continuing today, continuing with the concrete hollow block, and I already discussed it with my builder just now about the making sure that the water bibs, which are going to be the spigots on the outside of the house. We originally had 4 planned on each side of the house, but I moved that to only 3 because we're not doing anything. There's just going to be a 2-meter gap on the east side of the house, and there's no need for one there. So we're going to put one right here. Let me show you the places. We are going to put a water bib, a water spigot right here. It's going to be about half meter, 3/4 meter above the ground right here. There's going to be another one. Originally we had it planned for this section right here of the garage. Since we're so close to this one over here, it's not necessary here. We're going to put it over there by the stairway on the right hand side of the entranceway to the garage. And that's about the halfway point. And then the next one is going to be in the center of the front of the building. Again, all of these are going to be just shortly above grade, where you would normally put a water spigot or water bib on the outside of your house. So I have 3 strategic points, so if I need to connect waters up to those. Now, the question might be, are you connecting those up to your local water, or are you connecting those up to your cistern? Well, we're going to have both here. Those 3 are actually going to be connected up to the city water. We're going to have the water that's coming to the house, the development water. And then we are going to have the main water that we're going to be using for irrigation is going to come from the cistern here. There's going to be a pump station inside there. And eventually I am going to put all irrigation. I'm going to do this myself. I'm going to run PPR throughout the entire yard, and I'm going to have drip irrigation. I'm going to have pop-up, and I'm going to have a manifold, and the manifold is going to actually have pipe or valves inside there, individual valves, and I'm going to hook it up to a Wi-Fi system, and the Wi-Fi system will allow me to remotely turn on and off any one of the zones inside the yard. That's the same way I designed mine back in the US. I can control all of I have 13 zones in the US, and I can control every one of them from right here in the Philippines. I can turn on, my wife will say to me while we're chatting, can you turn on the water to the front yard? And I'm like, all right, on my phone, boom, and it's actually water in the front yard. And that's what we're going to have here too. But all the water for the irrigation here is going to be from the cistern. But in the event that I have a problem with the pump, in the event that it's a dry period and we run out of water inside the cistern, I need a backup solution. The backup solution is going to be the 3 water spigots, the 3 water bibs that are connected to the house. Man, I cannot tell you how much cooler it is down here in the basement area than it is out there in the sun and above ground. It is very comfortable down here. I think this is going to be a nice place to make a workshop. So anyway, it is time on this papaya plant right here, and this is one of the 2 papaya plants that I got from the mother of my builder. And it has 2 trunks that are coming off of it. And then what you have to do, once you determine one is stronger than the other, you have to separate it. You have to cut the smaller one off, because what it's doing, it's pulling energy away from the plant itself. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this guy away, and we're going to make the main one over here, we're going to make it very healthy. Alright, it is almost time for the meeting. So the guys are on their break right now. They're the lady who comes around with all the food and the umbrella and the bicycle, she's out there, and they're eating their lunch, and they're over there taking a break, eating a snack, and I'm gonna head over to the meeting, and hopefully I get some good information, and maybe some good information that I can share with everybody here. So let's head on out. Well, anyway, I am back from the meeting. It's about 1 o'clock, so the guys are really at the end of their lunch break, and I don't think they're going to do anything, even though it's dry in the... I'm hoping, since it's dry in the basement, that they'll actually continue removing forms and things like that. But when it rains, I'm not sure what they're going to get done today. Obviously, they're not going to be working up on the first floor where they're doing the scaffolding because it's raining and it's dangerous anyway. So we want to have safety first. Safety first. So anyway, I'm going to eat some lunch here. I got my handy dandy Rocky Road lunchbox here. I got a couple of bananas, and I'm going to eat some lunch here. But before I do, I want to let you know, very good meeting with the developer today. So I brought it up to the attention of the developer that there are a lot of people from this channel right here that are asking about purchasing lots over in this phase of the subdivision. And right now you have a moratorium. Make sure the electricity's off in the roof. I don't want to get electrocuted out here. So what I did was I made a proposition to the developer, and I asked him, I said, well, you know, would you consider this? Would you consider people who actually want to purchase lots over here? I said, would you consider maybe taking a deposit and allowing people to pick out their lots, especially if they don't want to build for like maybe a year or 2 years down the road, but allow them to at least select choice lots over here right now. And that way, just put the deposit on it, and then when you open it up, like you said you're planning on opening it up within about a year, that lot is theirs. And it's a win-win situation for both you and for the home, and for the folks who would like to retire or build a retirement home here inside this part of Tierra Maria. And he said he thinks that's a great idea, and he's going to coordinate that with his marketing team. And if you're interested, I will leave a link again today inside the description block. Contact the sales team, and maybe you can purchase a lot over here, or at least put a deposit down for a lot that you could be able to purchase at a little bit later date. And also, Todd and Hazel from Our Philippine Life, I also asked them the question about the security gate in between the guard shack in the front and the back entranceway coming in that has a barbed wire fence right now. And he said don't worry about that. That fence is going to be removed, and there's going to be a concrete fence put inside there. So there's the answer to your question. Well, I'm going to eat lunch now from my handy dandy Rocky Road and my couple of bananas here. And it's dry on the outside, but it's dripping in the center, but I'm okay with that. So I'm gonna grab a bite to eat, and then hopefully the rain will stop soon and the guys can actually continue moving forward on today's build project. Well, that worked out great. That was a pretty fierce rain that we had. Excuse me, I have a piece of candy in my mouth. That was a pretty fierce rain that we had, but it did perfect. I mean, we got the concrete got all watered really nice. Look at the sky. I mean, we're breaking up really nice right here. And the plants got nice and watered. They're all happy back here. And I'm happy. So let's go and see what other things are going on with the crew, see what direction they're going. So before we do, I just want to show you something. I want to give you a great example of how good the drainage is on this property. You know this cistern back here, this giant cistern that we have? Well, you saw how hard the rain was coming down, and one would think, there's clay and things like that right here. But the kind of clay that they here isn't the kind of clay that actually holds the water so much and like a bathtub down. I want you to look at this. Can you see? I don't know. Can you see down there? I don't know if you can see. There is zero water setting up inside there. So we have wonderful drainage on this lot right here. This whole area back here, because we're so high, this entire part of the property back here, this is great for drainage. So flooding, it's not going to be a problem. I didn't realize I was covered in cement. I didn't realize until somebody said something to me out here, like, "Oh, you're covered in cement." That's because I was down when Kimpy, which is my foreman, and he was slinging cement down around the window area where the building was, and cement just got all over me down here, got in my legs and everything. I didn't realize that until somebody said something to me. So I had to wash the shirt. Anyway, I'm in commando mode again, and that's okay. So here it is, the end of the day. Let's see what we got done today. We got the forms removed off the stairs, except for that piece of the form. But we can actually walk up and down the stairs fine today. A little bit of mud down here from all that rain we had. All this is going to be cleared out though. Let's look what we got as far as concrete hollow block goes. We almost have, I want you to look, we almost have this whole side done. Look at this part of the wall right here, and this is the storage room, and this whole area, which is the open bay, and this is the generator room over here. And we actually have some walls going up over here where the comfort room, the bathroom is going to be, and that's this area over here on this side. This side, remember, is going to be the steps that goes up to a platform that goes up to the first floor. So we got this part of the wall done. We have this part of the wall done. So making progress on walls down here. Let's see. That's it. This is in 2 days. We actually started this, I believe, yesterday we started this. So these are going to go pretty fast. And that's only layer 1, remember. That is the 6-inch layer. Then we're going to have a 4-inch layer inside. And this is the other side of where the stairway is going to go. And this whole room here is a workbench area. There'll be workbenches. I don't know if you see, but there's lots of outlets and outlet and outlet. So I will have a workbench that goes across all the way inside here. And I will be able to do gardening, and I can put my tools in there for working on the truck and things like that. And of course, the massive amount of cocoa lumber up here that's being done for all the scaffolding. We're getting closer and closer to the point where they're actually be making the forms for the beams, and I don't think that's far off. So I think we're going to have a team downstairs doing most of the concrete hollow block, and a team up here doing the scaffolding and start preparing the forms again for the beams. So good progress today. So anyway, that's the end of today. Tomorrow I think I'm going to try to make a trip to Padre de Garcia and see if we can't get the top of Baje Cubo fixed. See if the builder there won't either accompany us back or make a scheduled appointment to come out here and try to fix this. And also tomorrow I'm going to get some I need to get some soil. I had the soil back in the apartment. I was supposed to bring it today, but these avocados are actually they're going crazy with the roots. You see the roots here, and they're getting ready to burst from inside because the trunk is actually trying to break out. And I have a couple of them over here too. You can actually see inside this guy right here. He's got some roots, and this little one over here as well. So we'll try to get those transplanted inside a pot with some good potting soil and get those guys started. So that's it for today. I'm gonna pack up, get back to the house, edit these videos, and get them out to you. So if you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up. If you found it informative, please share. And if you found it the least bit of entertaining, please subscribe. And the way you subscribe is just click on that little My PI Dream in the bottom right hand side of your screen, and you will be notified each time I post a new video. So until tomorrow, which is going to be build day 85 out here at Villa Feliz, you have a wonderful day.